Well, hello, this is Galerios. The thing about it is, the meteoric rise of Adrien Broner continues at an unprecedented rate of knots as he continues to confound these critics by winning a third world title in a different weight class at the tender age of 23. Now, Cincinnati native added the WBA welterweight strap to his impressive and growing haul of titles, which also puts the WBO super featherweight and WBC lightweight championships. For the latest title, he jumped up 2 divisions to challenge for the Bali Mali title in New Yorker's backyard. The Barclays in Brooklyn. His audacity was awarded with a split decision victory. On the face of it, such a bold move should surely shut up the critics, right? Well, not exactly. He has his dubious decision win over the 32-year-old Mali actually raises more questions than answers about Broner. And then, in the perverse sense, it gives the haters more ammunition with which to try and shoot him down. Because the problem's intrepid decision to take on a world champion who campaigns 2 divisions north of his natural weight class in his hometown was a stark contrast to his insipid performance on the fight night. If I believe that Broner was able to emerge with his hands held aloft in victory Saturday night when he spent large parts of the fight as if he was engaged in a peaceful protest as opposed to a contesting prize fight, whilst Mali, the champion, was full of industry and activity, if not punching power for 12 full rounds. The thing about it is, to this hugely frustrating thing was that Broner could have definitely knocked out Mali if he had applied any sort of sustained pressure, as every shot he landed was discernible from the way that Mali head rocked back violently. But instead of using his single power shots as a catalyst for offensive onslaught, which would have overwhelmed Mali, he let him off the hook on several occasions by failing to follow up with any more applied and persistent punishment. And although the rare glimpses of activity from Broner demonstrated the huge disparity in power, speed, and accuracy of his punches in comparison to Mali's shots, such manifests of his superiority were far too sporadic for it to warrant him snatching Mali's title. Incidentally, Broner's idol, Floyd Mayweather Jr., was at ringside for the bout and expressed his disappointment with his supposed heir apparent's uninspiring performance, stating, quote, there's lots of things that Broner still needs to learn. I thought he should have gotten a knockout. He's flat-footed. With my career, they tried to compare the two. And I love the kid, but you gotta look at my career, and I really fought a guy that was crafty at 21 in Gennaro Hernandez. Now, Adrien Broner's arrogance and outspoken views means he divides opinion in a similar fashion to his idol, but he cannot fight like him. And, well, not yet anyway, but he seems seduced by the notion of trying to mimic the great Mayweather Jr.'s, try to imitate his style as opposed to perfecting his own. But he obviously fails to realize that Mayweather is only able to maintain his unbeaten streak with such an economical punch output because he is such an accurate combination puncher, and is one of the greatest ever defensive fighters to grace the game. Whereas Broner, despite possessing many world-class attributes, his far porous defense barely ever throws any more than one shot at a time, and is much more stationary target than the elusive Money Mayweather. Let's face it, despite that, many of Mayweather's fights have often been terse, cagey, and downright boring affairs due to his skill level far exceeding that of all his opponents. And apart from the boxing peers who watch him do a marvelous mastery, the rest of the fight fans continue to watch his fights on pay-per-view solely because they want to see him lose. Now, to see Broner get the first taste of bitter defeat too, I suspect is also one of the major motives behind the boxing public's decision doing the Broner's fights in such large numbers and make him one of the most watched fighter on Showtime in 2013 thus far. Now, and there's rumors that Lucas Matisse is being lined up as the next opponent. I realize that those desires may be satisfied. So the problem would be badly punched if you allowed the likes of Matisse, a thunderous puncher, to capitalize on the same sort of opportunities he presented to the crafty and classy but feather-fisted and powerless Paulie